Okay, good evening, good afternoon. So it is April 21st, 22nd. Okay, so I just wanted to, I'm just having to do daily updates. What we're dealing with right now. Okay, so I'm having to do daily updates trying to get my car fixed. The most simple things are difficult in America right now because we're dealing with a battle of, of control, like the old, the people that have been in charge in the past. It's mostly the men. They don't want anybody coming in that's going to take any kind of control. Okay, so, and especially since I'm a woman, it's a really a battle for me on a daily basis. So I can't even do the most basic things to get my car fixed. I have these mechanics, and they're owned by the Masons, and they'll pick and choose whose car they're gonna fix. So I don't know if that's going on in other countries, but that's what we have going on here. And that's what I've had a lot of issues where I'll bring my car in and you pay to get it fixed, and instead they don't fix it. I've actually, caused more problems. It's a money making thing for them. And it's also the fact that they don't like what I represent. Like I represent, when I was Trump, working with Trump the first term, I represented something that was like taken away from their power or something. So that's the issue that I'm having on a daily basis. I don't do anything to these people. I haven't done anything to them to purposely harm them in any way. I'm the one being harassed. I pay to get my car fixed, and instead of paying, they sabotage it. I don't do anything to get pulled over. They were pulling me over without any reason, false charges. So I'm not doing anything wrong. So if you look at this just at a regular, on any kind of a normal way to look at it, you'd clearly be able to see that they're in the wrong, but they don't care. They don't care because they've been in power for so long and nobody's ever held them accountable. So it's like a battle that's going on because I represent something that is like holding them accountable for the first time. So that's why I do have to do these videos, because nobody has ever held them accountable. And the just in general, like women are frustrated in general because it's like we can't even go get our car fixed without a mechanic trying to screw us over and take advantage of us as a woman. But I was in the military and I worked with mechanics. I was supply in the military. I was 92 Alpha, so I worked as a tech on the military base, working with the mechanics in the tool room. So it's like, so I'm not like really like super dumb with the cars. I don't, like, you can't. So I mean, I'm not I'm a little more aware and of when they're trying to do something, but yeah, but so it's not okay. That's not okay. And I'm sure your wives or your girlfriends wouldn't appreciate that behavior either. So how do you expect the women to be okay with the way you're acting, and how do you expect your wives or your girlfriends to be happy when you act like that way? So we're dealing with this type of thing over here. I'm dealing with this type of thing on a regular basis. So I did get State Farm to call me back and say they approved this minor accident, and now I have to go over there and try to get my bumper fixed. And these type of things should be minor things, but the insurance companies seem to be part of all of the the issues that we're dealing with where they're trying to get away with fraud. So I had that first place over there. It gave me an estimate that wasn't the correct estimate, and they undervalued the damage. So they said, well, we got the first estimate, but now the second estimate is different. So I'm bringing it over to a different place, but the estimate is higher. The damage is actually higher. So it's like the company, they said, oh, well, we approved the first estimate, which was lower, and it wasn't even a real estimate. That place that I got in a fight with over here in Bloomington. And so it's like a game they play. They're trying to, if you get a false estimate, that's not a correct estimate, well, then the insurance company plays the same game along with them. And so it's all also, to me, it's like, why do we even bother having insurance? There's so much games going on. I mean, yeah, it's fraud. I mean, what else can you call it? It's fraud, it's game, whatever you call it. It's a game that they're playing, and but yet we still have to somehow pay insurance. Otherwise, we're not in compliance with the law. But you get to get away with fraud. You know, how does that work? So, you know, so that's, I mean, literally, like, I mean, this is why people are saying it's like they see our country just like we're supposed to be this big powerhouse, you know, on the hill. And it's like we can't get the most basic things done over here because of all the corruption that's been allowed to happen. So it is concerning. It is very concerning. I have to, on a regular basis, I have to battle with corruption on a regular basis. And it's just, it's harder for me because I'm a woman. And so that's what I'm dealing with on a regular basis. So I just wanted to do this update. And and I still haven't gotten the check from Progressive where I got stranded in New Mexico. And I've been told 3 times that the check is in the mail. Three times now I've been told by Progressive that the check is in the mail for the $200 that I had to pay out of pocket, even though I had roadside. They left me stranded, and so I had to pay out of pocket $200. Been told 3 times by Progressive Insurance that they are reimbursing me in the roadside department. Ojero, who is Ojero anyways. But then they said, oh, but no, the check is not going to actually come from Ojero or Progressive. It's going to come from some other place called Cross Country Motor Club. Okay, so who are all these different names? You know, I don't care how you pay me, you have to pay me. Otherwise, it's insurance fraud. Okay, so that's what I'm dealing with today.